Alright, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. And on today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on a tactical flashlight from Amazon. And I'm going to be telling you guys if the cheap flashlight is worth buying over an expensive one. Let's do it. First of all, this flashlight will be linked below. This is actually the person that kind of runs this company or sells these through Amazon actually reached out to me, so I'm very thankful for that. And they sent me this and also a green laser pointer that I'll be reviewing as well. So they sent this to me and they asked if I would do a review on it, and I said sure, why not. So if you want to check this out or if you're interested, go click the link below in the description. It's also an affiliate link, so every time you click it, it helps out the channel. So go check it out if you want to see this flashlight, and there'll also be other flashlights when you click on it that you can see if maybe you want to try one yourself, if it's not this very specific one. But this is the Nulipam flashlight. It's a tactical light on Amazon. It is $16.99. It's supposed to be waterproof, 1200 lumens, and it's USB rechargeable. So it just came in a prime box. There's nothing in it but some packing bubbles to help it. This is the only box that came. You can see how big it is, but it's very cheap. It's a cardboard box. For $16, what can you really say? So the first thing we have in here is the flashlight. Comes in a case and it's got some bubble wrap around it, and it's a pretty nice size flashlight. It's about as big as my hand. It comes with a little string attached to it so you can clip it to stuff. Then it also comes with a little clip so we can just take that off if we want to. And then it comes with a little cord. It's a micro USB, so if you end up losing this, it's not a problem. You can, micro USB is a very common cord. You can find one somewhere cheap, or chances are you probably have one of these around your house. You can plug it in, and then all you have to do, you just plug this in into a USB wall charger, something like all phones are charged by. The battery for this, it's an 18650 battery. It's rechargeable. It's a pretty nice size battery. Having another battery is not really too much of an issue unless you're wanting to have a backup. And another cool thing about this is it actually has 5 settings, which I don't know how often they're useful, but what I do find useful is it has the bright setting. Then you press it again, it gets dimmer. And then you press it again, it gets even dimmer. And then you press it again, it has a strobe. Then it has a SOS. And then it goes back to the normal light. So as you can see, you just hold it, turn it off. In the camera, I know it looks pretty bright, but overall, it looks pretty sturdy. I can drop it like that. The glass is fine, it didn't crack. I know that wasn't very far, but it's made out of some pretty good material. It feels pretty hard. So another thing I'm going to do, I attached it to my gun, and I'm going to turn the lights off and just kind of go around like I'm almost clearing the room or looking through the room, and I'm going to see exactly what that looks like when I do that. So let's see. So as you can tell, it's pretty bright. It lights up these rooms. I would not have a problem seeing anything back through here at all. It's very, very bright. And then if we go down to the next setting, let's see what it looks like. There's the wall, and there's the dim, which I can still, the camera doesn't really do it that much justice. I can still see pretty good, but that bright light is actually, when you're in this dark room by yourself, it's extremely bright. I'm shining on the wall and I can see everything behind me, not just where the light's pointing. So this is a really, really bright light. So I cannot complain about that at all. Okay, so it finally got dark and now I'm outside. It's completely pitch black out here, and I'm gonna try to test the flashlight out and see how good it does at long distances, because it was really, really bright inside and I cannot complain at all. It did very good. I thought it was phenomenal inside space, really close quarters. But now I'm gonna take it out here and test it outside. So I'm gonna turn the light off. Let's see what happens. So besides the lights right there in my house, as you can see, it's pretty much pitch black out here. So let's take the flashlight. You can see really good. So that pool is probably, I'd say 15-20 yards away. So I guess that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's my grandparents' house, garage. So you can still see pretty good. You couldn't see something there normally, but you could see it with this light. So it shines pretty far. It doesn't shine miles and miles, but it is very, very bright. It's very concentrated. So we can walk around. We can see pretty far because you can't see either of those, that building or that chicken coop from here. But with this flashlight, you can see them pretty good. So I think that's not too bad at all. I mean, for what it is, like, that's $16. That building's probably right at 100 yards, maybe 130. It's a pretty good distance. No flashlight. So it goes pretty, shines a pretty good distance, and it's very, very bright. If I go to the flashlight here, you can see on my phone screen $16.99, and it says USB rechargeable, 1200 lumies. It says water resistant. So I've got some water here, and I'm gonna throw it on it and see if it affects the flashlight any. So that means, like, if it's raining or something, it won't hurt it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I've got a bucket of water here, and I'm just gonna keep it on, and I'm just gonna start drizzling water over it. Just kind of, I mean, as if it got splashed or was raining or something. And so far you can see it's still just holding up. I really want to drop it in the water just to see how good it actually is, but it does not say that it's waterproof. So I think what I want to do is, since it's holding up like this pretty good, I'm putting a good amount of water. I'm not really, you know, barely sprinkling. You can see I got the bucket of water right here, and we'll see if the flashlight stays on. Let's do it. Alright. I got water everywhere. I just dropped it in there. It's still working. Let's make sure that all the settings still work. Turns off. And turn right back on. Well, I am very, very surprised with that. Very, very surprised and pleased. It is still kicking. And it, like I said, it did not say waterproof. It said water resistant, which usually means it can just get splashed. But if it submerges, it won't work. As you just saw, I dropped it in the water, and I didn't keep it there forever, but I did leave it in for a second or two before I pulled it out. And there's really no water inside of it. I mean, it's still working perfectly fine. So I'm very pleased with this thing. The only problem I can find with it so far is that it's not zoomable. So it does have, like I showed you, the different dim features, but you can't zoom the beam any, which isn't the biggest deal, especially since it's only $16. After everything you've seen in this video, be your own judgment. But, however, I do have to say that I think this is a pretty good flashlight. Now, it's not the best flashlight you can buy, but this thing's 16 bucks. I have a $50 flashlight that I love and wouldn't trade for the world. But at the same time, this one's $16, and it's only slightly not as good as that one. If you're not looking for something you need to zoom or have very specific use for, if you're just looking for a good flashlight, a tactical one, like if you wanted to attach it to your gun like I showed you earlier and clear a room, when I walked through here I could see everything so perfectly. It works so good for me. It also turns out to be waterproof. I don't know under how many meters or under how much time or anything like that, but if you just drop it in some water and pick it right back up, it has no issue whatsoever. So I would definitely recommend this. Like, I actually am glad that I was sent this flashlight, so shout out to the person at Nulipam that sent me this. And I would also recommend that you guys, like I mentioned before, this will be linked in the description below, and it'll also be the very first thing. So go check it out. It's also an affiliate link, so anytime you click it and buy something, it supports me. So go check this flashlight out. It's really cool. I think you should try it, especially for $16. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. But this has been the Nulipam Tactical Flashlight Review. Thank you again to Nulipam, the person that reached out and sent these to me. I really do appreciate it, and so far this is a good product. I really like this. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching yet another review video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you took something from it. I encourage you to check it out, try it out, That should do it for this video. That's all I got for right now. But as always, if nobody told you today, I love you, stay blessed, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.